Hey everyone, my name's Ina and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another first impression review on a foundation. You know how I love doing these first impression reviews. And today's foundation is going to be the Mary Kay Timewise Matte Wear Liquid Foundation. So first, let me read to you what it says on the packaging itself. It just says here that it is for combination to oily skin, which is what we have going on here. It says here it has buildable coverage, suitable for sensitive skin, oil-free, and non-comedogenic. A matte finish oil-controlling foundation formulated to fight the signs of aging with a patented blend of collagen-building peptides and vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps protect the skin against environmental stressors, visibly reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and imperfections for a perfectly flawless finish. Let's see if all of those things are true, and let's talk about the packaging just for 1 second. It's just contained in this really nice light pink, pastel pink kind of colored box, and I got mine in the shade beige 2. It has 29 ml of the product, so just 1 ml short of the regular size of foundations. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this sucker up. So this is what the actual packaging looks like. It's just contained inside this plastic tube, and the color is still the same pastel pink color but with silver specks of glitter in it. It's actually a really nice packaging, and it's nice and compact, nice and small, perfect for traveling, and it says here that it was made in USA. Alright, so that's basically it. By the way, I do have oily skin, and let's see how this will perform on my oily skin and in the hot and humid weather of the Philippines. By the way, I have a tube top on, okay? Not naked or anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and apply it on my face. I actually just washed my face, and I have some toner and moisturizer in there. I believe that has been sitting for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I applied primer on the right side of my face just so that we can compare. Let's see how the consistency looks like. Oh, it's actually pretty liquidy. It tends to get messy. That's the problem with liquidy foundations inside these squeezy plastic tubes. It's liquidy, but it's not a runny foundation. So I will start on this side of my face, and I will just be using a flat top kabuki brush. It actually smells really good. For my first application, this is how it looks like. As you can see, some of my red spots, my pimple marks are still visible. It did even out my skin tone really well, but some of these blemishes are still visible. It actually dries really fast, so you have to work fast in blending the product. So I am going to go in with a second layer. I will try to apply the product directly on my face, and then stipple it in with a brush. It's actually very buildable. As you can see, I was able to get about medium coverage out of the second layer that I applied. Okay, so this is how it looks like with 2 layers of foundation. It actually looks really nice and smooth, but I still did not get full coverage out of the foundation out of 2 layers on my problem areas right here. But actually, this kind of coverage is okay for me. It feels very smooth. It feels really, really nice, and it's really matte. As you can see, this side with the foundation is a lot more matte looking than this side without foundation, and yeah, I really, really like it so far. It sets super fast. The only thing is that beige 2 is a bit dark for me, so yeah, as you can see, magkaiba yung color ng neck and face. I will go ahead and try to add a third layer on my problem areas right here, and let's see if we will be able to get full coverage. Let's see if it will not look cakey. Alright, so that is about the most amount of coverage that I can get out of this foundation. Some of these spots are still visible, but very light lang naman. And I'm really happy with this kind of coverage. I'm really happy with how it feels, and it sets very fast, which is a plus for me. So here's a comparison with you. This is the side without foundation, and this is the side with foundation. I really like it so far. So I will just go ahead and apply the foundation on my entire face, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I already applied the foundation on the rest of my face, and this is how my face is looking like right now. I also set my face with a bit of powder, and I just used the Nichido Final Powder in the shade Creamy Glow. And yes, I really like the finish. It's very smooth, and I just really like it. By the way, I forgot to tell you the price. This foundation is available from your Mary Kay dealer. I will try to look for a Mary Kay dealer online, and I'll put a link in the description box below. This is, I think, 785 pesos, but I actually bought mine on sale. So it was like 50% off. But it was the only one available on sale, or the only shade available on sale, so I just went ahead and grabbed the opportunity. So yeah, let's just see if it will hold up for a good, let's say, 8 hours, like a good working day. It is now 1:40 p.m. and let's see how this will hold up through the humidity of the Philippines. I will check back in later for my first update with a better face. Hey guys, I'm back for my first update. It is now 5:50 in the afternoon, and it's been about 4 hours since I last applied the foundation on my face. If you can see, I am shiny on my T-zone and a bit on my cheeks here, but it doesn't really look that bad. It just looks like I have dewy skin but not oily skin. I think it really looks very flattering on me. And my blush and my bronzer are still there, which I also applied around 1:50 p.m. As of the moment, I don't really feel that I have to blot or that I have to retouch with powder. My skin really still looks very flawless, and it just looks very nice as of the moment. No cakiness whatsoever, and it feels very lightweight on my face. I actually don't feel like I have any foundation on, so it's a thumbs up for me as of the moment. And I will be back later for another update. Hey everyone, I'm back for my second update. It is now 9:28 in the evening, and as you can see, my face is looking a bit greasy. Well, actually, it just looks greasy here on my T-zone and on my cheeks, but the rest of my face is still looking pretty damn fine. In all fairness, it has already been about 8 hours since I last applied the foundation on my face, and I did not blot my face, I did not retouch with powder, I did not do anything on my face after that. And it was also super hot kaninang afternoon, so I cannot blame the foundation for letting some oil seep through my skin. But in all fairness, all the coverage is still there. Let me just go ahead and try to blot away all the oils from my face so that we would be able to see the coverage after we blot. There is a bit of transfer on the blotting sheet, as you can see. The amount of oil that I got. As you can see, super dami, nakakahiya. But in all fairness, my face is still looking pretty damn fine as of the moment after I blotted my face. It still looks brand new. My blush and my bronzer are still intact. It has faded quite a bit, but that's fine. It's still there. I can still see it. The only thing that I noticed about the foundation is that it has faded away quite a bit on my nose area, like here on the center. It has gotten just a tiny bit blotchy. You cannot be able to see it if I will just hold my mirror right here. But if I hold it here very close to my face, I will be able to notice the blotchiness of my nose. Anyway, I think this is still looking pretty damn fine. I can still go out and party after work. You know, if I'm after 8 hours of work, I'm still fine with this level of coverage. I will just try to retouch with a mattifying powder. This one is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and let's see if this will help with the oil control of the foundation. And there we go. That looks pretty darn good if you ask me. So I will be back later for my final update. Hey guys, I'm back for my final update. It is now 12:42 a.m. and it's been about 11 hours since I've had this foundation on my face. I will say that the camera looks a bit tilted because, I don't know, I think there's something wrong with my tripod. I'll have to get that one fixed. Anyway, going back to the foundation, it is still looking pretty darn good. The coverage is still there after 11 hours and I'm super amazed with the quality of this foundation so far. It has just gotten just a tiny bit blotchy on my nose area, but everything else is still very, very intact. And I just have a bit of shine on my cheeks and on my nose, but that's nothing. It's tolerable. It doesn't bother me at all. I actually wrote down some pros and cons here on my phone just so that I don't forget anything. So let me start with the pros of this foundation. As for me, it is very lightweight on the skin and actually doesn't feel like you have anything on your skin, which is a major plus for me. And second, it did not cake up whatsoever. Even after applying 3 layers of foundation on my skin, it did not cake up. It did not crack or break or seep into my pores. It actually made my skin look very, very smooth and seamless, and it felt very smooth as well. And that is also a major plus for me. Number 3, it sets very fast. You just have to work well in blending the foundation very fast, just so that it doesn't leave any streaky marks. That just means that it's an ideal foundation for when you're brushing in the morning just to get ready quickly, and that is also a major plus for me because I'm always in a hurry because I'm always running late for something. Number 4, I already mentioned this earlier, it has a very smooth matte finish. Number 5, it smells good. It doesn't have any pungent smell at all. Number 6, it has buildable coverage and it actually has very good coverage. You can actually customize it to the kind of coverage that you want. If you want light coverage, it can deliver light coverage. If you want medium and vice versa, it can give you your ideal coverage. Number 7, it looks great in pictures, even in flash photography. I will post a picture right now. Number 8, it did not cling on any of my dry patches, especially here on the sides of my nose. I have really dry skin there and on the sides of my mouth. What number is it already? I think number 8. It did not build up here near my upper lip or hindi siya nagbutil-butil nung pinawisan ako. Plus, it is also a very long-lasting foundation. It has stayed on perfectly for 11 hours and I think it would even work great for longer than that. I just wanted to mention some cons because it's not a perfect foundation. The first con for me is that it kind of looks flat because it's such a matte foundation, but applying like a radiant colored blush or something with a sheen would really make it look very, very nice. Second con is that it is darker than my skin tone. It was hard to find the shade that matched me online. Madali namang remedyohan yan. Number 3, it is kind of hard to find because it is not available in malls or in boutiques. It is only available through Mary Kay dealers or online. Number 4, it had some minimal transfer when I blotted my face with a blotting sheet, as what you saw earlier, and it also transferred when I wiped my face with like a tissue because I was sweating. It had just a minimal transfer, so be careful when you're wearing white clothing. Number 5, it did not have that much oil control, but even though the oil seeped through my face, it still maintained that level of coverage that we all want, or that I want rather. Alright, so I guess that's it for this foundation. I would probably give this like a 9 out of 10 just because it's kind of small and it's kind of expensive for me. It did not provide that much oil control, so yeah, I think I'd give it a 9 out of 10, but I will definitely repurchase this one as long as I have the kakayahan to purchase it and as long as it doesn't break me out. I will update the description box below just in case it breaks me out, but as for now, I really, really like it, and I think I found another favorite foundation for. If you've tried this foundation, don't forget to tell me what you thought about it in the description box below. So I hope you enjoyed watching this review and I hope this was helpful. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel to see more videos, and please comment down below if you have any video requests or if you have any questions for me. I will be happy to answer your questions as soon as I can. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!